yesterday. Add the Add Thing button, including the corresponding CSS. Who did it? Yeah. Let's do it live. So back in our static app, the HTML is about as simple as can be. It's just a button. Let's call it AddThingButton.js. And knowing that we're going to need it, I'll go ahead and make AddThingButton.css. Make sure you switch back to your JavaScript file before you start doing React-y things. Let's import React from React. Let's go ahead and import our style sheet, even though there's nothing in it yet. Now, how come I don't say import like CSS from AddThingButton? Because we don't need to do anything else with it. I don't need a reference to it. I just need to import it. I don't need to call any methods on it or anything like that. It's just a blob of CSS. Now let's make a functional stateless component. Who made it a functional stateless component? Who doesn't know whether they did or not? The difference being when we make a class that actually extends component, we're making a full-blown component. When we just make the whole thing a function, that's a functional stateless component. Now, who made a functional stateless component? Considerably more people. Okay, very good. Let's do it. Const AddThingButton equals an arrow function. Let's go ahead before we forget and export default AddThingButton. And all this needs to do is return some JSX. Now we know we can't call it class, we have to call it class name. And the convention we use is to give the element we return a class that matches the name of the component itself. In this case, AddThingButton. Okay. So back in app.js, let's import that thing. Import AddThingButton from AddThingButton.js. And now let's put that component on the page. We'll put it between the header and the list. Self-closing tag. There it is. Beautiful. Done. Ship it. No, that looks like crap. Let's make it look less like crap. Back in static CSS, near the bottom, we had button.addThing here. So that looks like the rule we want. Let's copy it. Fly back over here into AddThingButton.css. But the class has changed, right? It is now .addThingButton to match that. If we save that, voila. We have a button that no longer looks like garbage. Piece of cake. AddThingButton.